As we wait to hear the verdict in the Hunter Biden case, the Supreme Court is making headlines over newly released, unverified secret recordings of documentarian Lauren Windsor posing as a religious conservative and talking with Justice Samuel Alito. Take a look.
As a Catholic and as someone who really cherishes my faith, I don't know that we can negotiate with the left in the way that needs to happen for the polarization to end. I think that it's a matter of winning.
I think you're probably right. One side or the other is going to win. There can be a way of working, a way of living together peacefully, but it's difficult, because there are differences on fundamental things that really can't be compromised.
I think that the solution really is winning the moral argument. People in this country who believe in God have got to keep fighting for that to return our country to a place of godliness.
Oh, I agree with you.
So she also leaked unverified recordings of Justice Alito's wife, Martha Ann. Take a look.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. There'll be all kinds. I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag. It's white and it's yellow and orange flames around it. And in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame.
One could say the same to you.
Yeah.
So if these recordings are legit, does this compromise finally Alito's ability to serve on the Supreme Court?
Well, I have to say I have a problem with it a little bit because this other group, Veritas, what are they called?
Yes, you remember them.
Yeah,
this is what they did.
It's the same thing, but they infiltrated liberals. So it goes both ways.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I have a little bit of a problem because it can be altered also. But the Supreme Court at the moment is so biased and so pro-theocracy, as you saw in what we just watched, that somebody has to expose them because they are running around arrogant and they have the whole GOP on their side, and we're losing the Supreme Court's objectivity, and somebody needs to expose them. And they have no consequences whatsoever, these people. They're there for the rest of their lives.
Why can't we sue them in a class action suit? Why can't
I'm
it be
not
the
sure you can even do that. They're the highest court.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Listen, I don't know why you can't pull a class action suit that says, listen, you are no longer doing the job you're supposed to be doing. I don't understand why we can't do that. The question is, does Roberts have the bazoos? It's a word I learned somewhere, I don't know. But we all know what it is. The bazoos to tell these people to recuse themselves, especially in the cases of Trump.
Well, I think it's like corralling cats for Justice Roberts.
Yeah.
I think he wants to maintain the integrity of the court. I think that's very important to him. I think it's very difficult with the composition of this particular court. It is a lifetime appointment. I'm extremely disappointed at what I heard. But I also am not comfortable with snippets of tape recordings without consent being taken out of context.
It's legal, right?
Looking at the Supreme Court is the one that have to really give authority. The Supreme Court is the one that everybody believe in them. Everybody listen to them. They are the final thing. They are like demigod, like whatever they said is the final. So nobody even have power to question their authority. But so far as everything have been happening, the women in the views come and talk about the Supreme Court. Looking at Justice Alito, Samuel, his wife, and Martha, and Robert, Justice Robert, their voice recording was being leaked. So looking at it, everyone was saying, wow, it's surprising. Listening to all what they are saying. According to Sony, all her life as a lawyer, she never knew about the base of religion in the Supreme Court. Looking at what the women view were saying, they were trying to say that most of the people, the GOP, were being favored by the Supreme Court. So most of the people in the Supreme Court were Republican, so which disfavor Democrat. So most of the law that they will pass will favor the Republican. Actually, the Supreme Court cannot be like that. The Supreme Court is a particular justice that is being watched by the whole. Everyone respect them. But for them to be doing such a thing, the women in the view said that America need to look for a better way, to look for a better solution, which is not the right one for whatever claim that they are doing. So the women in the view went on and they were not happy, and everyone came with their own opinion. But looking at what Hopi is saying, that they have to come out with a law, a plan that if you're in the Supreme Court, when you commit a certain crime, you can also be touched. Because the fact that they allowed them that if you're in the Supreme Court, whatever you do, you have like power to overrule whatever you do, is not a good one. So the women in the view were trying to cry out and say they need to pass that law that anyone who commit a crime, whatever your crime is, if you're in the board of that Supreme Court, because you are there for a lifetime, but you have to be sanctioned in a way. Because looking at what they are saying, there's no sanction, so they can just do anything they want to do. But they were all happy with Justice Robert, the way he handled it, that he's very fair, he's very correct. So actually, this woman leaked that video. But according to Hopi said that because Sony said that the woman is wrong, she's not in support of leaking any video, especially if you don't tell the people that the parties that you're talking to legally is wrong. But according to Hopi did not support that. Hopi said that according to her, they have been saying Democrats are not going out to do their job. So this woman have gone out and done the job and bring out this recording. But according to Hopi and to Sony still disagree that this is not the right way to do, to bring out somebody's video, audio, that they did not agree for you to leak it out, which is not a good one. You have to take their consent because you are taking that audio, they didn't accept you to take it. So basically, whose side are you on? Are you supporting the fact that the Hopi is refusing? It's against the women in the view for taking videos, for taking audios, for the lady to take audios and bring it to expose what the people in the Supreme Court are doing. So they were happy that the Supreme Court have been going on for a long time. They have been doing a lot of negative things. So it's like God is about to expose them. If it's this woman that will be the God exposing them, so be it. So be they need to be exposed because they have been doing a wrong thing and pushing the country backward. What do you really think? Can I see your own opinion in the comment section? Do you support what everyone is saying, and who do you favor among all this conversation? Let me see your own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please help subscribe and help share the video. God bless you.